Hi everybody, it's Lynnea, and I am going to be bringing you a non-traditional color scheme holiday card using the Simon Hurley Create collection from Christmas in July. So I'm going to start with my favorite stamp set from that whole release, the Tree Farm background stamp. Now this background stamp actually comes apart into multiple pieces, and you can see that I have done that. But look at how easy it is to just push all those pieces back into place, and you can stamp this as one full background again. So I've mounted that in my MISTI. I've removed the foam pad so that this will lay flat in my MISTI. I lined up a piece of A2 sized white cardstock onto that Tree Farm background stamp where I want it to be. And then I added some temporary adhesive to the back of that cardstock piece. I closed my MISTI, and that allows my paper to sit right in the actual bed of the MISTI and not move with that removable adhesive. I grabbed the lightest pink ink that Simon Hurley Create has. It's the Piggyback ink, and I love how light and subtle this ink is, but I wanted to have a little bit more color, so I ended up stamping this 3 times to deepen the color, but I still have that same lovely shade of pink. I'm going to stamp out 3 different baubles from the Brilliant Bauble stamp set, and I'm using a Copic friendly ink here. And you're going to see that my ink is a little bit splotchy. That's okay. I really only stamp once, and then I'll go back and restamp if I have to once my coloring is done to make sure that I have those nice and crisp black lines. I'm going to be doing some simple Copic coloring. I'm only using 6 markers total to color all of these little baubles, so Y28 and Y26 are what I'm going to be using for my gold brown color. Then I have G00 and G02, and I also have R81 and R83 for my pink. Since my background is those pink trees, I was going for a light pink and a light mint color scheme. So I chose my Copic markers based off of that. My coloring is really easy. I just like to start with my darker marker and then color out with the lightest. So I'm going to add just a little bit of color where I think the shadows and the darkest part will be, and then go ahead and blend that out with my lighter color. And then I kind of do batch coloring most of the time, but I wanted to show you how I colored one complete ornament. So again, just using the pinks now, R83 and R81. Going in first with the R83 and laying down my darkest color, and then blending out all over with my R81. Once I have all of these baubles colored, I'm going to cut them out with my scissors, but before I do that, I wanted to add the little bow and the string. This wasn't in my original idea for the card, but I decided to add it later. And you're going to see me mask off this little string here, and I ended up not masking it. I ended up wanting to have the string. I thought it looked weird without it, so I went back and I just restamped with the string. And then I can cut them out and arrange them onto my cardstock background with the Tree Farm stamped on it. I'm just going to arrange them how I want them to be. Once I figure out the placement for all of my ornaments, I don't want to have to rearrange them because I know I'll forget in the process of adding some foam tape. So I add a piece of purple tape over the top and pick them up as one unit, add some foam tape, and then put them back on my card using that purple tape handle again as one unit. It's an easy trick that I learned, and I've been using it a lot recently. Once I finally get all of those little baubles positioned down there the way I want it to be, I'll trim off any excess that's hanging off the top of the card and pop this background back into my MISTI so that I can stamp a sentiment. I chose to use Deck the Halls, and I stamped that kind of right there in that nook created by the baubles with black ink, and that completes my card. Thank you guys for being here today. I'll see you again next time. Bye! Thank you again very much for watching this video. If you liked this video and you'd like to see more from me, please hit that subscribe button that is on the screen now. And here are a few other videos that I thought you might enjoy.